What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're actually going to be finally doing account reviews, guys. We're finally back with the account reviews, and in this video is going to be a part 1 of a part 3 series here where we're going to be going over accounts. Specifically, in this video, it's going to be a beginner friendly account, so an account here that actually has 1.8 million box CC. Very beginner friendly. A lot of people are going to have around this range, or maybe less, or maybe a little bit more. But this video will kind of help a lot of the beginner players in terms of what they need to do to basically increase their account progression, right? To progress their account a lot better. So yeah, shout out to my boy Salalin or Chris Gruera from the Discord and from the YouTube streams. I'm actually reviewing his account here, and I have 2 more accounts I'm going to be reviewing in the part 2 and the part 3 respectively. So, you know, tune into those videos, guys. I'm gonna have a mid-game account, and then I'm also gonna have an end-game account as well. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to 35,000 subscribers. Guys, we are at what, 31,900 subscribers right now. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. And with that out of the way, let's hop into the criteria here that we're going to be basing our, account review on. All right, so boom, we got it on the screen. So here is the criteria. I'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Boom, we got the criteria. So for the criteria for helping the viewers' accounts, what we're going to do in this video is we're gonna explain ways you can increase your box CC. So I'm gonna look at your box and I'm gonna tell you what you can do to actually increase the box CC. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make your demonic beast teams, and then the next thing I'm gonna do after that is make your deathmatch teams and then your PvP teams as well. So I'm gonna try and make those teams for you so that you have an idea of what to do, Chris. And then also anyone that's watching this video, if you have the same type of units or you have the same type of, basically just to give you an idea of what you can do for your account. Okay, and then in number 5 here we have find out the materials / resources that you need on your account that I would say to farm to progress your account a little bit faster, right? The number 5 and number 1 are gonna come, like, they're probably gonna coincide together, the increasing CC thing, but the making the teams for each I think will be pretty helpful. All right. Now that we've gone over the criteria, let's actually hop into Chris's account and kind of go over what we can actually do to improve his account. First thing we're going to do is the box CC, like we mentioned before with the criteria. So the box CC here, we got 1.8 million box CC from my boy Chris. What can we do to actually increase the box CC? First thing I'm already noticing, a lot of the R characters are only level 1. The first thing I would see instantly is how many enhanced potions does he have and how many R pendants does he have as well. So I'm actually just going to max out this trio here to level 30. We're going to see exactly how much he has. Let's see how many R pendants he has. Okay, he has a good amount, and he has a little bit less in the grimoire, so he's going to have to probably farm that. Let me go to his exchange materials and let's see how much he actually has so that we can see if he needs to farm some books. That's probably going to be something we're going to mention. We're going to see if we have to farm some books or whatever the case. Oh wow, he definitely has to farm some books. He only needs to farm the blue ones. Okay. Yeah, so that's the first thing I can kind of notice about the account. In terms of increasing the CC, we're going to want to make sure we get all these characters leveled up at the very least, and then possibly, if doable, get them all to SR, then get them all to SSR, and then from SSR, get them all to UR, kind of like the top half of this box. Alright, so the first thing I would do on this account, Chris, and for anyone that's a beginner player, is I would level up all your R units at the very least to level 30 if you have the enhanced potions. That's because that's going to help your box CC. But let's look at the CC right now. Right, so the box CC right now is 1.89, right? 1.89. If I level up this Hugo here and I get him to level 30, or at least I think this is Hugo, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, W. We're actually going to increase the box CC. Look at that, 4,000 CCB gain right there. So automatically, just by leveling up your characters, even if you don't level them to the limit break them, I should say, you're still going to get box CC. So if you want to push, Chris, for the 2 million box CC, honestly, leveling up every single character in your box, not even limit breaking them, just leveling them up to the max level 50 will increase your box CC to probably that 2 million threshold. And that's going to be a pretty big way for a newer player to actually increase their box CC. Obviously from there I would go for the SR, like get all the Rs to SR, and then get all the SRs to SSR, and then all the SSRs to UR. That's what I would say. And then after that I would recommend to go for the awakening stars. So let's actually see if you have any awakening stars on your account. You have 5. Okay, so you're definitely going to want to farm awakening materials. Either farm awakening materials for each star, or you can actually make full awakening tokens and actually give it to your characters that way through Merlin. So if you go to Merlin or King, yeah, Merlin or King. So if you go to Merlin, this button right here is actually gonna proc the awakening material fusion. And what you're gonna do is you're actually just gonna merge all your materials. You have a lot actually, Chris. you have a good amount. So you have, you know, about like 50 of these, 90 of these, a lot of the other materials here, and you can actually make Awakening Star. So what I would do is whenever it's half stem in a boss battle, farm the boss battle, get the Awakening materials, and start fusing them to make the stars, and start awakening your whole box. That's going to be a big CC increase as well. Let's see a character here that I can just do it for you. I'm going to do it on your Trader Melly, because that's a character that no matter what is a staple character eventually you'd want to build, right? So we were at 1.849, right? Or 94, that's what I mean. 1.894, right? Now we're at 1.898, right? So we gained 4k CC just by applying a full awakening token on the Trader Meliodas, right? So that's something big. Automatically, that's something I would definitely do, Chris. So definitely work on getting your awakening materials, level up your characters to increase your box CC, maybe get that 2 million box threshold, and that's the best I can recommend for you, honestly, right? That's the best thing I can recommend for you. I don't know how many SSR pendants you have. Let's actually see. I'm just going to level up your area here, which will be worth it anyway, because, you know, as I said, you want to actually level up your characters. Okay, you have 13 SSR pendants, so that's going to be something that's going to happen throughout just playing your account. You're not going to be able to get, you know, every single character all the way to UR instantly, unless it's on like a starter account. But like for your account, Chris, you're probably not going to be able to do that. So what I would do right now is focus on just leveling up all your characters. Make sure you can try and get the Rs to the SR, and then the SRs to SSR, and then from there, you know, it's going to take a little bit longer, but from the SSR to the UR state, and then 6-star awaken your characters. That's the best thing I can recommend for your box automatically right now, Chris, and what I would actually do to increase your box CC. So there you go. So that is going to be the box CC criteria. The next criteria we're going to do is going to be making your demonic beast team. So let's actually go and do that right now. Let's go to your demonic beast area, and let's see if you're able to make any demonic beast teams right now. Okay, so you automatically were already clearing bird. I don't want to reset your team there, so I'm actually going to check your deer units. Do you have Jormungand? That's going to be the automatic thing I'm going to check. You do have Jormungand, so automatically we're going to put her there. What other characters do you have? You have Freyr built, which is really strong. Do you have any blue DPS characters? You have the one Escanor, perfect. Now, do you have Brunhild? We're going to check for that, because this is going to be a staple deer team, perfect. Yo, Chris, you are set, bro. You have the full deer team that I would recommend you use. And then in terms of the artifact card support, since you don't have anything crazy right now, just apply on combat class, and then just let it be your combat class. Obviously, you're going to gear the characters, you're going to level them up, you're going to super awaken them, and this will be your deer team. Let's move over to your Skull and Haughty team now, because I saw you did have Thonar, and you have Freyr as well, so you could eventually in the future attempt this and maybe go for the floor 1, floor 2 maybe at the very most, but most likely if you're like a newer player, the most you're going to be able to do is like, you know, floor 1, maybe floor 2, right? So automatically, I already saw you had Freyr, so I'm actually going to put Freyr on the team. I know you do not have Thonar Relic, so we're not going to take into account the Relic team. We're actually going to think about the team that you would run if you did not have the Relic. So this is going to be the team right here, and probably if you have the one ultimate, yeah, you can just run the one ultimate here. You could do the one ultimate here, or you could put you know, Purgatory Melly here, right? I used to run Trader Melly in this comp, and he was this slot. But because you have Escanor, and he's probably better just to hit past the damage cap, you can run Escanor, right? Let's see here. Do you have King? You do have King. Okay, so you could build King and do the Brawler Bond team as well, I assume, right? Do you have Brawler Bond on your account? Let's see here. You do. Perfect. So you actually could run this team as well, which this will probably be a better free-to-play team for you, if anything, Chris. So I would actually recommend you build this team, actually. This is going to be your dogs team right here. And what you're going to want to do is you want to build out all the characters, make sure they are at least, you know, SA6, level 90 at the very most, right? Like, I'd say probably level 90, and then you could definitely attempt Skull and Haughty and give it a try, you know. That's what I would recommend. So I'm going to save that team for you as well. Actually, no, we'll just leave it. We'll leave it. I think whenever you click on it, it should show this team, yeah. But, you know, you get an idea, okay? So there's your Skull and Haughty, there's your bird team, or there's your deer team, and then here's your bird team. I don't know if you had Miguelda. Let me actually see if you had Miguelda or not. I swear you had Miguelda. You do. Why are you running Green Gother, bro? We're going to have to change that. So on bird, you have... Yeah, you have a really good setup, bro. Just swap Green Gother for Miguelda. You need a healer, right? I'm going to reset for you because I know you're not going to be able to clear the floor 2. We're actually going to change Gother here and just slot in Miguelda. This is perfect. You really don't have to do anything else with this team. If you're struggling on damage and you can't do enough damage, swap Ultimate Escanor for Brunhild. Brunhild will be a better character in terms of doing damage on Demonic Beast because she gets the basic stat increase and she has a Power Strike card for specifically the bird on that phase 4 of floor 1. right? So that is like a character that can definitely sub in if your Escanor is not doing like any damage on phase 4. That's gonna be a character you want to do. And yeah, I mean, this will be your you know, your bird team right there, man. So there we go. So now that we're done demonic beast teams, let's actually move over to the next topic, which is going to be your deathmatch team. So let's go to let's just go to your set team right here, and then we'll go to deathmatch, and we'll actually see what you are running right now. Alright, so you have not attempted OG Demon at all. Let's see what characters you have that are available that you can use on OG Demon. So automatically, I don't see Summer Diane here. Yeah, I don't see Summer Diane, so you're not going to be able to run a Summer Diane comp. You're actually going to have to run either a Diane taunt comp, or you're going to run Red Arthur and do the Red Arthur buff comp as well. So you either can run Arthur here, we can have Gother here as well, so I'll put Red Gother, and then you can actually have you'll do Traitor Melee. Traitor Melee will be the way to go, because Purgatory Melee isn't really that great. For now, you could do the one ultimate, like he will suffice. But you definitely want to have a character like Traitor Melee, an amplify based character, because he's going to do a lot more damage. And on your backline here, I don't know if you have Ragnarok Bond. Let me see here. You do not have Ragnarok Bond. So what I would recommend at that point would be to put the SR Jericho, or you could do the SR Elizabeth. This one right here. This one will actually give you healing in the backline, especially if you're running like the Arthur comp. You probably want the heals as well. So this is what I would recommend for your OG Demon. Moving on to your Belmos Demon, let's see what you got going on here. You do have Danafor Liz, so automatically we're going to put that. Do you have Zaneri? It does not look like it, so it's looking like you're gonna have to run the Green Gother comp. So you're gonna run Green Gother, Danafor Liz, and then you're gonna probably run Zartros. He'll probably be your best slot there in terms of getting damage. And in your backline, because you're not running the side where you have Donar, you're actually just gonna run a green attack related increase booster, or you can run Death Pierce, which I don't think you should run Death Pierce because you have Zartros. So I'm actually gonna recommend you run Green Alioni. Obviously, you're going to have to build him out, but I would run Alioni backline because he's going to give you the attack-related increase. Moving on to the Howlix Demon here, we can just basically run like a full team of just like, you know, Freyr here. We can do, you know, basically anything here. Anything will work. Honestly, like this team will be fine. It's Crimson Demon, right? I don't really see much like struggle in Crimson Demon. And I feel like you'll be okay. You can put Liz in the back, or you could put you know, like SR Jericho for the attack related increase. It's up to you, but it really doesn't matter, man. You're gonna be fine on deathmatch clear for at least this, because Crimson is just easy, man. You could run like the same team as you're running on the other side, with like your what's it called, your OG Demon. You could run the same thing. You could do like Traitor Melee, Gother, Arthur. That's fine. But you want to basically just do damage, buff up, and you'll be fine. Like bring in anyone, like whenever you go into like a match with someone, I think you'll be okay regardless. For Grey Demon though, let's check your Grey Demon comps. You got Green Skinny King, so that's good. I don't know if you have, okay, you don't have Festival Merlin, so that's something to take into account. We are going to use Green King. We're going to use Green Gother as well, and we're going to actually bring Danafor Liz. So you're going to be the rank up side, so that your partner is actually going to be able to do the damage for you, right? So you're going to have Danafor Liz here, Green Gother, King, and so that's going to be a full rank up on the hand the moment you start the fight, because you have full green, and you're also going to get Green Gother stacks because Liz is a goddess character, King is a, what's it called, a fairy. Right, and then for the backline here, you can run Death Pierce, so you do a little bit more crits. Also, your Death Pierce is automatically built already, so you don't even have to like touch him, and you can just run this, right? So that's going to be the Grey Demon. And then in terms of Red Demon, literally, bro, I'm just going to slap these festivals on your team right now, and you're just going to run this. You're literally just going to run this, bro. This will probably clear it. You could probably run Margaret if anything too. You could run Margaret in the slot instead of Liz for the buff right there. And then in the backline, it really doesn't matter. You can run like, you know, Marmus if you want the HP. You could do the Blue Jericho for the attack related increase. You know, you got some ideas here. I mean, you're not even running a blue character, so actually it doesn't even matter. I guess, yeah, it really doesn't matter. You can just run whatever. Your backline doesn't necessarily, I mean, you could run the Nashi, I guess, if you want the extra like crit defense and stuff, but you're really not gonna need like anything crazy in terms of Red Demon. Red Demon is super easy. So that is going to be your demon teams there, Chris, and I hope this was helpful. Moving on to the next criteria, which is going to be your PvP team. So let's go over to PvP and let's see what you're running right now, man. Just to get an idea, because if we go to PvP, we can kind of see like where you're at and what you're able to achieve. So let's see here. So Go to the PvP side of things. Wow, Escanor is huge. I've never actually like selected Escanor as my like character, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, he's huge, man. Okay, let's go to the PvP section right here, and let's just do your ungeared team. I'm not gonna do your geared team. I'm just gonna do your ungeared because I want you to be able to get that 60 gems a week, which is, or not even 60 gems, like 50 gems is fine. If you can get into Champion 5, that's all you really need, and that's what I'm gonna recommend and try and build for you. So right here, automatically I already see a problem with your team is that you're running Light Liz in the back. Light Liz is not doing anything as a backline, and you're not really benefiting by having her in the back. From what I can see here in terms of characters you could run, you honestly could run an Ataxial comp, right? You could do Red Gother here, and you can run this comp right here, where you can either rank up Escanor, you can attack seal to seal demon teams, or you can rank up melee. And then in your backline, I don't think you didn't have Ragnarok Bond. And for now, since you're in the lower tiers of PvP, I don't think it's necessarily going to matter in terms of what you run backline, right? For now, I mean, you have Death Pierce built, and he's going to decrease the enemy's crit resistance, crit defense. He's going to help your damage. You could run him backline. I don't see if you have any demon support characters you can run backline. I don't think you do. You do not have Cusack, or not Cusack. You don't have Chandler, and you don't have Zeldris, so you don't have anyone that could increase melee's damage. So for now, I guess we would just run this. Right, this would probably be the best scenario I could do for you. You could also run Green Gother if you want the attack related increase. If you want to go for more like attack related, that'd be fine, because then you do more damage with them. I just think because of the way the meta is, like Red Gother probably for the seals would be a little bit better, but it's up to you. You know, mix and match, man, whatever you can do. And then obviously for the links, you want to make sure your links are 6 out of 6. So if you're running a character like Freyr on link for your Escanor, he's only 4 to 6. He's not going to provide too much. If we go to a character in your box, I don't know if you fed your dupes on your SRs or not. I probably should have like checked that too. You did. So if you have some of your SR characters built like I was recommending, like, you know, earlier in the video, if you get this like Liz up to, you know, built, and you get her, you know, at least 6-star awakening and like level 60 would be fine. She probably would have the same stats, if not better than Freyr himself. Right, so you want to actually run 6 out of 6 links if possible. If not, then you're just gonna have to rock what you got, right? So that's gonna be your PvP team right there, Chris. I wouldn't even bother with geared PvP right now because you are a newer type player, so I wouldn't even bother with it. But you could probably just run whatever you have as your highest CC. That'll be fine. Now we're actually going to go to the finding out the resources / materials you need on your account, Chris. So let's actually go to your inventory here and let's see what you actually need. First things first, you're going to have to farm some demons, man. Farm your demons, get your demon materials up so you can start leveling up your characters, getting them to higher limit breaks, and that's going to be something you definitely want to do. Another thing I already see here is you definitely want to increase your inventory space, man. 150 is too little if you're going to be farming and collecting a ton of materials, right? You definitely want to have a lot more. So I would honestly recommend just going like the max, using all the gems to max out your inventory. But right now you don't have to. Only do it when you need to increase your inventory. But if you're thinking like long term, you could just go max and use all of them there. Moving on, I think, like, you know, the rest of the stuff here is okay. Definitely increase your gear slots, man, because that's, you know, that's big. Getting 200 gear slots, it will make it better when you're farming boss battle because it won't kick you out as quick. So I actually would recommend increasing that as well. Other than that though, Chris, there's nothing else I can really recommend. Farm your books, as I said earlier in the video, farm your demon materials, and yeah, you should be set, bro. That is going to be it for Chris's video here, the part 1 of the account reviews here. So I hope you guys were able to enjoy the video here, and I hope you guys learned something. If you're a newer player, you can basically take anything from this video. Even if I wasn't able to do your personal account, this should be able to help you in terms of what you need to do and what characters are viable in what content and what you can do to, you know, make teams for specific things and also increase your box CC and yeah, you know, things you need to farm. That's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.